Good afternoon, everyone. So instead of doing my morning message, I'm just gonna do my reading that I was talking about last night in my life. I mentioned it in yesterday's morning read, but I will mention it again right here with you guys. So I got a message from my sister from another mister, my Aslan sister. She was telling me there was a bat, an injured bat, at the picnic table that we smoke at when we take our breaks. She sent me a picture of it and it was injured and she didn't want to touch it. Nobody else wanted to touch it. So she called and asked if I could go in a little bit early to take care of it or to move it to a safe place. So I said, yeah, of course I will. I will be right there. Justin to the rescue. No need to fear, Justin is here. So I went in. I had a pair of gloves and I was gonna pick it up and move it into a wooded area around there. And so as I got to the bat, I saw some crows flying or a crow flying away. And then I got a little closer to it, and then another crow flew away with the bat in its beak. So to me, I had to look up the spiritual meaning of a bat. The spiritual meaning of a bat is pretty much the death card. The death card. There's a transformation happening, and we just need to let it happen. And seeing how the crow took it away, the crow is a messenger from the spirit realm or from the ether. So seeing how the crow took it away is telling me that spirit has all of our backs during this transformation process. We just have to trust in the process. We just have to put our trust in its divine timing that's in play. That is all in play. We just need to put our trust in it. Stop worrying about the negative side of it and just let it go. Just like God has just said in her life, let it go. But so anyway, so I'm gonna do a quick reading on that. I don't know if it's gonna be quick. I'm gonna try to make it relatively quick, but I'm not forcing it to be quick today. I don't have nothing but time. I don't know why, but the song Time on My Side just popped in my head. So, that being said, I'm going to start off by pulling some past life cards. Because time is on our side. Time is very fluent. Anything that has happened, already happened, and will happen in the future. But don't think about that too much, guys. That's the problem with that's the problem with the world. Everyone's focused on what will happen. Everyone is focused on what might happen. We just need to focus on what is happening right now. And when we do that, that is when our future will manifest to whatever we want it to be. So I'll pull you two or three past life cards, or I will pull the collective two or three past life cards, see what the collective has to say, see what spirit has to say to the collective. Monk or nun. And then we got scribe or writer. So instantly, I get that we need to dive into whatever religion we feel we are connected to. Because all religions are the same in my book. Every single religion that I have ever studied has two main purposes that the Bible or the Quran or any literature on a religious subject has in common, and that is belief in a higher power and belief in self and free will. So there's three things that they all have in common. And it seems to be religion. There's a lot of religions that have tried to take free will out of things. And that's just my opinion, guys. Please don't take that as me dissing any religion. That is just me just viewing my opinion. Alright, so let's get some oracle cards on this. I'm going to use Nikki's deck. I'm going to use Nikki's beautiful, powerful deck. I haven't used these in like a week or so. So here's for you, Nikki. These cards are absolutely beautiful. We're also talking about bringing in another fellow reader. I honestly don't know what her name is, but Nikki's very passionate about her. And so if Nikki's passionate about her, then I'm sure I will be. I checked her reading out last night. Her reading she seemed to have very good energies. She has kind of a small following, I guess. But I would love to. I will ask Nikki what her name is again, and I will give her a shout out in one of my videos, probably my next video. And hopefully I'll be able to connect with her as well. I don't know too much about her other than Nikki loves her. So if Nikki loves her, there's something to be said about it. I'm not taking all those. Alright, so spring. 55. Spring, this card reminds me of change. And we are in the middle of a change, which is what I said in the beginning of this reading. We are in the middle of change. We need to trust in the divine to carry away anything bad or anything negative. Mars. 66. So we have two double numbers here, 55 and 66, which is 10 and 12. Which is 1 and 3. So there's 13 again. 13 kept popping out in my live last night. I have no idea what's about 13. I will look into it, and I will let you know what I get in my next video. I'm thinking about doing live tonight. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I'll pull one more of Nikki's cards, and then I will pull some tarot. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any. I'm going to pull number 13 because I'm not getting any more jumpers. I'll give it 3 more shuffles, And 1, 2, too many. I'm not taking all that. Not taking all that. I just want one more card. Alright, give me one more shuffle, and if I don't get one card, I'm going to pull number 13. And there's my one card. Purple Crown 64, which is 10 again. Alright, so we're ending the some kind of transformation process. The world is ending some kind of transformation process, and we are in the middle of, or we are ending a cycle, and we are beginning a new cycle. We are transforming into this new cycle, and that is what a lot of people are confused about. A lot of people don't understand that, and so they take it as negative, which you got to transmute the negativity. Always transmute the negativity into something positive. Alright, so I will pull. Alright, so I'll get all my tarot decks and count all my tarot decks and use the number 10 deck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess I only have 7 decks. I thought I had more than that. Oh, no. 8, 9. Where's my 10th card? My 10th deck. I guess I'm going to use number 9. Because I can't find my 10th deck. I know I have a 10th deck. I just can't find it. So I will use the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus, which this can be a very confusing deck. I may have to look at my notes on this if I can find them. And they're right here. Perfect. Perfect. So I'll use that. I'll use the Lost Tarot of Nostradamus. This deck can be a bit confusing. I'm not gonna lie. Because they use different suits. Like, for instance, the stars are swords, suns are wands, moons are cups, and pentacles are spheres. I'm still getting used to this deck. I've only used it once or twice. Actually, I think I may have used it 6 times at most, half a dozen times. Alright, last card. Now, there's more information in these cards, in the book on these cards, that's in regular tarot. Like, this will go into detail on the history of a specific queen, for instance. This will go into detail on the era of Nostradamus, which is a pretty thick deck. They're pretty thick cards. Alright, so we have the Star. The Star to me talks about healing. Now, once I'm done pulling these cards, I will read some information out of the book for you guys. Because, like I said, in this deck, it has more information on just the on just what the tarot has to say. This has information on past events that was happening in the time of Nostradamus. Yikes. Not taking all those. I had 3 cards. I have a lot of cards flipped over, way too many for me to read. So I will pick these cards up. Sorry it's taking so long. Sorry I'm so... When my cards want to say something, they fly. They fly. If you guys didn't watch my live reading last night, I had cards literally fly at me after I was forcing them to give me some cards. I'm not forcing these cards. These cards just want to tell me something, and they're being very anxious about it. My guides aren't being too... They're being very pushy to me right now, which is fine. I'm fine with being pushy. I just know I have to focus my energies on myself when this happens. Like, they feel so much better now. I think it was Original who was saying she loves the sound of shuffling cards. Yeah, and there's the moon. So there's the transformation, the actual full transformation is hidden. Again, I will pull one more of these Nostradamus cards, and I will read out of the book. I will read a little piece out of the book on each of these cards. So I got nothing but... So we have the star and the moon. So to me, this is... And there's a second card, the Emperor. Boy, the Emperor has been popping out lately. And that's because we are in Aries energy right now. Which the moon is entering Aries, I think either tonight or tomorrow morning. And tomorrow is a new moon. I know the sun is in Aries right now. So that's why the Emperor is popping out in a lot of readings throughout YouTube. So initial instinct off from this read right now is we all just need to stand in our Emperor energy and just allow the healing process to end. We may not know what's going to happen, but if we put our trust in the divine, then it will be for our better. It will be for our better. It will be for the better for the collective. We all just need to do that for ourselves. All right, so with all of these lost tarot that I just pulled, I got nothing but major arcana. Nothing but major arcana. So this is dead on to what I've been saying. We are going through a major transformation process, and we all just need to trust in the divine and stand in our Emperor energy, and don't worry about what's hidden, because there are still things that are hidden. Alright, so I will read the Emperor first, seeing how I just opened up to it. Traditionally, the Emperor sits on his great throne, dispensing wisdom and power. He is, as many have noted before, like Solomon, the great biblical king who also has a magician and a prophet. The mighty French Emperor Charlemagne may also be the source of imagery of this card. In the Lost Book, we find him represented very clearly through his status seems more of a philosopher than a lord of mankind. In this he once again resembles Solomon, whose wisdom is famed far and wide. For Nostradamus, he was probably Henry II, or King Henry, or King of France and Navarre, 1519 to 1559. The husband of the seer's patrons, Catherine de Medici. At first suspicious of the seer, the king eventually received him at court and gave him a gift of 100 crowns as payment for the horoscope had drawn up for the queen. Perhaps, understandably, Nostradamus withheld the vision he had of the king's death, which he eventually included in Quatrain 135, and which accurately predicted his death in a tournament when the splinter from a lance pierced his eye. Nostradamus also predicted the fate of the king's children, some of whom died and others of whom rose to replace their father. Above all, the emperor represents stability. His appearance Alright, so yeah, this is all I'm gonna read off from the Emperor, which it just gave some information on what Nostradamus viewed the Emperor card to be. So yeah, I don't really feel like reading. I don't really feel like I need to read anymore on the cards that I just pulled. Especially reading, I'm standing in my Emperor energy right now, is what I'm doing. I feel like I am doing this 100% correct. And I'm trusting my instincts. I'm standing in my Emperor energy. And that's what I'm trying to get everyone else to do for themselves. That's what this reading is for. This reading is to help you guys understand what's going on. So we just need to heal. We need to stand in our Emperor energy. We need to not worry about what's hidden. We need to not worry about anything that we do not know firsthand. Everything will work out in our favor if we allow it to. No matter if it's what you want it to. I will pull some of my Divine Tarot. First card popped out. First card, the Empress. I wasn't gonna pull it until I saw what it was, but it's the Empress. So we are balancing out our masculine and feminine energies. That is what the world needs to do. That is what I'm doing. That is what I feel a lot of the people on my channel are doing. We are balancing out our masculine and feminine energies. The feminine energies is more of a giving, and the masculine energy is more of a receiving. Then we got the Two of Wands. Two of Wands talks about choices. Talks about we have the key to one choice or to one answer, but we have multiple choices. So we just need to trust in the divine to give us that. We need to let go of the control of what that key fits, of what blocks that key fits. There's one key and two boxes. So, and that's just an example. Now we have multiple choices, but only one key. It is beautiful outside right now. It's supposed to be almost 80 degrees. I think I may go up to my favorite spot later on today. Sit there doing meditation. I may bring a folding table. I would love to go live out there, guys, but I can't. There is absolutely no cell service. There is no coverage out there, especially when I'm on the rocks. But I will make some videos, talk to you guys a little bit while I'm out there. We got the Page of Coins and the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords talks about cutting out any negativity that may be affecting this, which is exactly what the crow was doing. It was cutting out the negativity. It was cutting out the negativity in the transformation that we are going through. And then the Page of Coins talks about we just need to be patient, be very vigilant with our stability, especially in a financial situation. I'm not going to get any more cards off from these. I'm not feeling it. I'll give it 3 more shuffles. If I don't get any jumpers, I'll move on to one more deck. 1, 2, and there it is. I love how that works every single time. Almost every single time I say how many shuffles I'm going to do, it gives me one card. No, it gave me 2 cards. I'm sorry. It gave me the King of Cups and the Queen of Wands. So we need to be very vigilant about our thoughts. We need to be very vigilant, cut out any negativity, and stand in our power as the Emperor. Because we have, out of all of these cards, this is a very powerful reading, guys. This is very, very powerful. I just realized that. Okay, so out of this deck, I pulled nothing but court cards. Out of this deck, I pulled nothing but major arcana. Oh no, I'm sorry. I pulled one minor arcana out of this deck, and that is a choice card. Which all that is doing is verifying everything I've been saying. Which that's pretty much what minor arcana cards do. They just verify the feeling that you are getting, or that the reader is getting. Alright, so I will pull a few cards with one more tarot deck, and then I will call this reading done. I will chit chat with you guys for a little bit, and then I'm gonna head on to my favorite spot in the world. So I will pull some animal oracle. I just don't know which one. I have a few different animal oracles. I will pull these animal oracles. I honestly can't remember the name of this deck. Otherwise, I'd tell you guys. I honestly can't remember it. This is one of my decks that I just got, or that I got when I was just getting into tarot. Alright, so we had 2 cards that were already flipped. And when I shuffle the cards and I have cards that are already flipped, it means that they want to come out in this reading. Alright, so we got the lizard spirit and the giraffe spirit. Dream the world into being and see the big picture. So it's telling us to take a step back so we can see the big picture, and then we can dream our dream into reality. Alright, so yeah, I think this is all I'm gonna give. This is all I'm feeling. I feel my message has came across loud and clear. So in other words, we just need to trust in the divine, trust in everything we are feeling. We need to be very vigilant on our financial situation in the world. I'm talking about the world, not just personally. I'm talking about worldly. We just need to focus on our stability in general. Our stability in general, not financially, not. We just need to get in a better we just need to get in a better stable position as a world. Not just as a country, not just as a race, not just as a religion, but in the world. We all need to come together so that we all can help Mama Gia heal herself. Alright guys, this is all I'm gonna get. I'm gonna pick these cards up, talk to you as I'm doing it. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys wouldn't mind, I'd love if you guys could share. I'd love if you guys could like, share, subscribe, help me grow, help me help you. I'm doing this because I love reading cards. So yeah, help me grow, help me get my message out there, because I feel what I have to say goes a long way, and I feel a lot of you, a lot of my followers, a lot of my subscribers feel the same way. Alright guys, this is all I'm gonna be talking about this. I will talk to you guys later. I'm gonna go get ready, go up to my favorite spot, make a couple videos of the rapids. I'm sure the rapids are gorgeous right now. So I will talk to you guys in a little bit. I probably won't be uploading that until I get back home. Like I said, there's no reception out there. I hope you guys all have a great day. I may bring a folding table, do a reading out on the rocks for you guys. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that today or if I'm going to do that another time. But I do want to do that for you guys one of these days. I have big plans in about 5 weeks, 4 or 5 weeks. So I'm sure a few of you know what my plans are going to be, but be prepared for me to be doing some readings on a beach or something. I'm not sure, but that is what I'm hoping for. So I hope you guys all have a great day. I hope you guys all like this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. Help me grow. Help me help you. Alright guys, I'm out. I love y'all.